But what in the Agile world was something that you felt should have been more popular than it was? Like a framework or a technique or an idea that never quite seemed to gain any traction?
I'm doubting between test-driven development and refactoring.
Mm. Okay. What's your doubt between them?
Which one of the two is? I mean, both of them are said to be very widespread. Like when I go in an organization and you say, "Are you doing refactoring?" They say yes. Are you doing test-driven development? They say yes. And then if you sit next to a team member, and you pair up, then well, at least my definition of ruthless refactoring is different than what I see people do then, and my definition of short test-driven development loops is different um, than what I see people do, and therefore I often feel that these both of these, they're obviously closely related. They're adopted more in checklist words than in reality.
Reminds me of what you were saying about Scrum earlier.
Yeah, but
Okay.
now that I'm thinking about the question further, and about the answer I've given so far, I think the limbo scaling technique could get a little bit more attention.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that.
There you go.
Case in point. I will look that one up. The limbo scaling
So that is
technique. Where?
so Kent Beck's has written about, and from his perspective, the way you should scale up and collaborate. And we've tried that out, and then you realize that earlier you thought you were working in small steps, but if you take the TCR in Limbo, so Kent's techniques, then you'll need to go a lot more disciplined still, and um, a lot smaller steps. And I have no hope that it will ever be seriously adopted for product development. Um, but having it there and experiencing that way of working together for us has been very, very useful.
Wow. I think that's a brilliant answer. I'm going to be looking that up. I'll put it in the show notes. That's exactly the type of answer that I like from this question. To get to learn something new, something more to read about.